Good morning, my dear loving Lemurites. Vanamahotsav, celebrated during the first week of July, reminds us of a wonderful experience. Have you heard the living anecdotes like the Piplantri village in Rajasthan, which plants 111 trees every time a girl is born in the village? Have you heard of Jadav Payeng, known as Malai Payeng, who earned his name as the forest man of India by spending 30 years of his life planting around 40 million trees to create a real man-made forest by changing a barren sandbar of the Brahmaputra covering 550 hectares of land. Individual stories all over the social media ring a bell. They reveal how people have kept aside their lives in planting trees wherever they are living. History reveals the origin of the tree planting festival for a week right from independence and made it into a national activity in 1950 by the then Minister of Food and Agriculture Kanhaiya Maneklal Munshi, who moved it to the first week of July and renamed it as Vanamahotsav in 1915. The festival aims at supporting planting and tending of trees, which would provide alternative fuels, increase production of food resources, create shelter belts around fields to increase productivity, provide food and shade for cattle, offer shade and decorative landscapes, reduce drought, and help to preserve soil erosion. Why first week might be doubtful for many of you because it coincides with the monsoon. Forest or Van in Hindi is defined as an environment that is covered by trees at least 5 meters high over an area of at least 0.5 hectares. A land with many trees, the abode of many species of plants, animals, birds, and insects. The balanced ecosystem is sustained by temperature and rainfall. What is our role during this week, my dear children? Find out how individuals and NGOs are working together to replace the trees which men have cut for his greed. Many a forest land is being deprived of its trees because of this greed of man. 15 crores worth of trees have been shedded from the forest, which was in the news recently. On one side, such exploitation happens, and on the other side, people are working to protect the forest. As a student community, let us do our role of protecting the environment in our area. The saplings that we planted last year and this year must be watered and nurtured every day. Let that be your contribution every year, so that every year you plant a tree till your death. Make it a promise individually, my dear children, that you are doing your duty. And let me also remind you, my dear children, that as students, whatever values you learn from your academic experience, you take it to your life. So before I conclude, let me wish you a wonderful week of Vanamahotsav festivities. Contribute to the platform in whatever item you can. Make your presence felt because you have been thoughtful about the forest. And as I wind up, let me quote Mahatma Gandhi, who rightly said, "What we are doing to the forests of the world is but a mirror reflection of what we are doing to ourselves and to one another." Thank you. God bless each one of you.